Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. It's 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. It's August 27, 2025. Let's begin. Russian media claim Chinese Korean phone makers have agreed to bring state-backed Mac manufacturers from China and South Korea, making every effort to install Russia's national messenger Macs on their smartphones ahead of a September deadline, sources told Russian media. The state-supported application, which Moscow wants to see on all mobile devices sold in the country, has caused concerns over possible surveillance by Russian authorities amid claims it's collecting sensitive personal data. Samsung, Xiaomi reportedly ready to add Macs to phones Russia. Some of those leading brands in the electronics market are yet to officially confirm that Macs will be present on their devices upon sale in Russia, but they have already agreed to that. The official Russian news agency TASS unveiled, citing representatives of the industry. South Korea's Samsung is prepared to pre-install the Russian messenger on smartphones and tablets offered in the Russian Federation, the sources said. Major Chinese makers, including Xiaomi, Honor, Huawei, Techno, and Infinix, have also promised to make every effort to ensure this is done. The report comes after the Russian government announced that Macs will be pre-installed on all devices sold in the country. The app, described by Russian officials as the national messenger, will be added to Russia's mandatory list of applications starting from September 1, 2025. Macs is replacing the VK Messenger, which has been on the list since 2023. Macs is also developed by the popular Russian social media network VK, formerly known as VKontakte. One of the sources quoted by TASS elaborated on two possible options currently being considered by the manufacturer for its integration. This can be done either through software updates or by prompting users to install as they insert a Russian SIM card into their device. Both the South Korean giant and the Chinese companies are yet to file official documentation confirming Macs will be pre-installed, the news agency noted. Samsung declined to comment on the matter, as did major Russian telecom operators MTS, Beeline, and Megaphone, which sell their devices in the country. Russia imposes Macs at the expense of Telegram and WhatsApp. Macs is actually a whole platform for digital services that includes the Messenger with the same name. The latter offers various communication features such as chats, audio and video calls, voice messaging, transfer of files, and money. At the end of June, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a law to establish a Russian messenger similar to apps offered by foreign providers such as Telegram, WhatsApp, and Viber that have over the years gained significant popularity among Russian users. Russia's Minister of Digital Development, Maskut Shadov, revealed earlier that the new service will be based on VK's Macs platform. The networking service was co-founded by Telegram's founder Pavel Durov almost 2 decades ago. Durov, who was also VK's CEO, sold his stake and left Russia in 2014, alleging the company had been taken over by Putin allies. He had previously rejected requests to censor VK accounts of both Russian and Ukrainian protesters. The Russian-born tech entrepreneur later clashed with law enforcement agencies over his refusal to share access to the correspondence of Telegram users allegedly suspected of crimes and terrorist activities. In mid-July, Russian media claimed Telegram was setting up an office in Russia to comply with the requirements of its so-called landing law. Durov denied this information as well as earlier reports suggesting its messenger is exiting the Russian market. In June, Russian lawmaker Anton Guralkin accused Telegram of non-compliance with the legislation, calling it an entity that worries the state, and adding that Russia had decided to compete with it by launching a national messenger. Last Thursday, the Russian government announced that Macs will be pre-installed on all phones in Russia as cryptopolitan. Critics have raised concerns that Moscow may use it as a surveillance tool. Meta's WhatsApp had earlier complained that Russia is cracking down on encrypted communication by attempting to block calls on its platform. Again, thank you for joining. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what you think. Thank you for joining. See you on the next YouTube video. See you on the next video. Until next time.